Computer. Okay, I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. So where we are, in case some of you guys are just joining in, I was attempting to hook up my iPad to my Healy, and it wasn't working. And I had seen earlier today something about some update not working, and it hadn't affected me earlier, but anyways, it must have. So, anyways, I found this message here on one of the message groups. So I'm going through the workaround right now on my device. So it said there's an issue. So if you're on a iPhone or iPad, I don't know if this also affects Android or not, but you'll know on your Heal Advisor, which is known as the Blue Dot, version 1.19.0, they've got an issue. And this is a release they just released, like today, because I just got it as I logged in here. So I was just getting prepared for the call. I didn't realize I was going to have an issue, but I thought I might as well record it. And, in case anybody else has it, we've got it and somebody else can go through this. So I went to step one and it said update your operating system. So I did that. And right now, as you can see, my thing's in the process of updating. So in a moment, I'll stop this and then we'll go back to that memo because it'll take a while. So maybe I can answer some questions or I'll talk about the promo. But then we'll go through and we'll see what happens at step 2, 3, 4, and 5. But while you're here, if you have your Healy and you've got a Blue Dot, you might want to track along with me and see if you get this issue because at least I can help you out. We'll work through it together, okay? So, first of all, is anyone else having an issue besides me? Okay, well, I don't hear anybody else talking about it, so maybe everybody else is good to go right now. Just go back and we'll see what's going on. So my operating system's still going, so I can't. Maybe I'll do is I'll just come back to that and just get back to the screen, and we'll have some fun later and see if that works for anybody else. But that's obviously it's happening on my iPad, so that's where I'm having the issue right now. I didn't try my iPhone, but anyways, so we'll get some questions here going in a second while we're watching that workout. So nobody else here, anybody else here have an iPhone or iPad? Yeah. And are you having
I
an
have a,
issue? Is anybody else having an issue?
I have a tablet, and so what was your issue? I couldn't get my Healy to hook up to it. Is that the issue?
That's the issue. Yep.
Okay,
That's the issue.
okay.
So, yeah. So
It
what's your name?
Julie.
Oh, Julie. Okay. Hi, Julie. Yep.
Yeah. It's hooked up now. Um my Healy, the little blue light was flashing constantly,
Yep.
like it was looking for it. So then I just left it, went for a walk and came back and it stopped flashing. So it was stopped looking, and then I reopened it and then it hooked up fine.
Okay.
But this afternoon, yeah, when I got home from work, I was a little frustrated, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I yeah, want to use my iPad at home, or I have just a tablet.
Uh-huh.
Use that at home instead of my phone so I could make phone calls.
Yep.
So do you think that they'll ever be able to make it so you can use your phone and run a program at the same time?
Well, we can on the pink dot, but on the blue dot right now, no. And
Right.
that's because the difference between the pink and the blue dot. So this is a good question. When you use your phone to activate a pink dot program, what you see across the screen when you're loading a program, let's say Gold or Pure Fitness Beauty, you actually watch that program being transmitted from your device to Healy. and you see a
Right.
progress bar going across the screen. So the information on how to run a program is being transferred to your Healy. So it's done.
Yes.
That's why you can use your phone for something else because it doesn't really rely on that Bluetooth connection to go back and forth. What's
Okay.
happening in your Healy's got the quantum sensor and it's now got the database of frequencies of what to run. So it's scanning your body. What does Julie need? What does Tammy need? What does Gail need? Dorothy, right? Marsha, Grady, Hun, Laura, Pat. What do they need? And then it kicks back and goes, okay, she or he needs this frequency, right? Boom, broadcast it out. And it's a continual looping cycle. That's pink dot. Blue dot, since it's broadcasting into the field, it has 5 programs that it's doing. So it doesn't load all 5 to the Healy. I don't know why not. They haven't done that yet. But that's going real time, broadcasting the information to Healy. So they need to have an active Bluetooth connection. And when we go to a secondary app, telephone call, text message, email, GPS, it breaks it off. That's just the way it's built right now. Is it something they can work around in the future? I don't know. Maybe they have to have more memory in this thing. I don't know what the technical glitch is, why they can't have the Bluetooth going on there. But my guess is they have the 5 program categories in there, right? And in those 5 program categories, there could be anywhere from 7 to 12 sub programs.
Yes.
That's a lot of information to go put into the
Oh.
Healy.
Okay.
So that's
Yep.
my guess of why it's not happening. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, good question. So if anybody else has a problem right now with their Bluetooth Healy, you know, we're working through an issue in the background. So it's good just to go check out because I'll show you as we go to the next step once I go through. They told me to update my operating system. And as everybody knows, those things always take a minute or 2 or 5 or 10. So mine's still downloading or preparing the update. So we can talk about some other things right now, some other questions if folks have them, or I'll wait for me if you have any questions, or I'll tell you about the promo that they just put out. And really, I like to keep this to focus on users things, but this promo that they put out is only till Sunday. It's an amazing deal, right? So if you have anybody, like I've got 1 or 2 people that I know that have it that go like, oh, you know what? I think I want to buy a second one, for that pricing on there. Or I got, whatever. I don't know what it is, but basically Healy's still trying to work out their business model. But right now what they've done is the $5,000 model, which is the most of us have the resonance that we bought prior to July 1st. And the model we have is that new one that they were then selling for $5,000. And on that one, we have all the programs, both on pink and on blue, substantial amount of programs, and we had no subscription fees. When Healy was trying to get their business model correct, because they thought, okay, the model that we had pre-July 1st wasn't sustainable for them, they then moved their pricing structure. And then if you bought a Healy Resonance at the $1,700 level, you basically got a Healy Resonance, but then you had like $100 a month subscription fee for life.
Yep.
Okay. Or you could have bought it without a subscription fee and paid a one-time fee of $5,000. So what they're doing, they just announced this yesterday or the day before, until this Sunday at 4:00 our time, you can pay the $1,700 and they will automatically upgrade you to the $5,000 one. Okay. So I think it's a smoking hot deal. If somebody's thinking, oh, I want to get a second one because, I always fight it over with my spouse. We fight over which one uses it, or I want to get birthday, Christmas gift, I don't know what. Or I've got a friend who was thinking about it. They were kind of on the fence, but they didn't like the subscription fee thing. I don't know, whatever it is, but I think it's a very good deal. And, so if you didn't know, I keep this thing basically to help users, but I thought I'd let you know. And if you have somebody that's interested, on today's email that went out, I'm doing a Zoom call tomorrow night and presentation where I'll actually go through kind of corporate slides and, background and a demo for everybody over there. Kind of the beginner kind of stuff to help them figure out, hey, do I want to get involved with this? And that would be, that Zoom link was included on your email that went out to all, everybody here. So you should have a copy of that. And if that doesn't work, contact me or contact somebody who helped you get a Healy, and we'll figure out and get another call if you want my help to help bring on whoever you want to share it with. I'm here to help you on that, okay? And anybody have any questions on the promo thing? Wow, I did a pretty good job explaining that. No questions. It's that clear?
John, John, for those people that already grandfather, let's say they have like different packages, not the resonance, right? And then like, can they pay that like to upgrade, or this is like for a brand new like subscription?
Brand new.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
have to buy one more Healy. Okay.
Yep. But I think if they were to go through, and that's a good question. I can double check that. If they bought one, into this new Healy 2.0 version, could they upgrade their gold to the Healy Resonance and then get it over there? My sense is yes. I don't know that for sure. I know who to go ask, but I would
But how
say
about 1. Okay, how about Healy 1.0?
no.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not letting us, they kind of just wanted to create a thing. I don't know why not, but that's just the way it's rolling. Good question.
We have some extra things that Healy 2.0 Professional doesn't even have if you're a Healy 1.0, because anything that is not Healy before it, those are all extra programs that we got grandfathered in. So, right?
Yeah, and on that Healy, or if you look at the package that's on there, if you can go to the shop, I can go to the shop. I can show you everything that you're going to get on that professional version. The only thing you're not going to get that we have, the people who are Healy 1.0, is Deep Cycle 1. Deep Cycle 1, but they're going to get all that, and they'll also get the Analyze app. So I'll go bring that up just to kind of show you all that. And just so we have.
Do you mean Deep Cycle H?
Well,
or is it Deep Cycle 1, which?
Well, yeah, they're not in Healy 2.0. You don't even get the old Deep Cycle program now. It's a subscription program,
right?
And that's a subscription-based program.
That's right. They don't get it at all. That's right. Yeah.
Unless they subscribe to it. So but I'll tell you what, I'll just bring it up here so then we can kind of see the Healy editions. And I'll share my screen on the computer here. So let me go to Zoom. And I'm going to share. So I'm going to get out of here. So where is share? Down here. Now we got some chats too. So Android's working. I just need to manually connect to Healy at the blue dot. Okay. Hey, thanks for that, hun. Let's see. I am going to share my screen, and it's going to be on my computer, Firefox. Okay, so I'm at the Healy shop, right? Can you guys all see this? Anybody? Does that look? You see I'm at the Healy shop?
Correct.
Okay, so now I'm going to go. So here's the version, right? This is the version. You buy this one, and they're going to give you this one. Okay, so let's look at the programs that are on here. So these are the programs that you get on this professional one for $1,700. You get the gold, bioenergetic support, which underneath bioenergetic support, it includes that. And I wonder if it also includes coherence. Huh. Mental balance, meridians 1 and 2, bioenergetic harmony 1 and 2, fitness, pain, psyche, sleep, chakras, learning, beauty, job, I should read that in order, skin, the power of 3, bioenergetic defense, the Healy Advisor digital nutrition module, the Healy bioenergetic vitalization module. Wow, you get a lot more. Look at those. So digital nutrition, bioenergetic, Healy aura module, which that's what we have, but these two we don't have. The resonance model and the search. So while this is pretty good here on the bioenergetic, these two programs, that these are both subscription programs. So let's see what those subscriptions are worth. Okay, shop, program groups. There's the Deep Cycle H, Tammy.
Okay.
Okay, I don't see, where do they have digital nutrition and
They have it under the other category. It's
add-on?
the app modules.
App modules here? Okay, thanks, Tammy. Okay, so app modules, here we go. Okay, so Healy search module, okay, 41 bucks, we know that. Resonance. Okay, so digital nutrition, that's 61 a month for digital nutrition. Bioenergetic vitalization model. So those two alone, that's what, 91 bucks a month on that program. That makes for a pretty interesting Healy
Mhm.
to have those in there. So I'll go back. So that's the shop. Any questions on this? I'm glad somebody asked that, so we took a look at it. I didn't know that. So that's the professional. That's what you get when you buy this. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. Anybody else want to see anything else from there?
Great deal. So yeah, if there's anybody you know that you think could benefit, this is a heck of a deal.
Well, that's really good. I didn't realize they got those two modules. I didn't realize that they got the digital nutrition and the vitalization one, which is basically $100 a month subscription. So over a year, that's 1,200 bucks right there in subscription. So if you had a current Healy resonance within a year and you were thinking about those two applications, you probably do well to like get that and then unload your Healy. I don't know.
Well, you're saving 3,000 and I don't have my thing up to, I had it totally calculated out, but you're saving 3,000 some dollars, but you're also, the second month you could get the subscriptions for 50%. So it was going to be like you say, $64 or something with the new pricing a month. And you're getting that $3,000 difference plus you don't need to pay the subscription. So
Yeah.
super, super big savings.
Okay. Let's see where John is on the software update. Swipe
What
up.
does the digital nutrition do?
Digital nutrition has 6 pages of we'll go back in there. I can go take a peek at it, Judy. It's got different things. So you want to vibrate in vitamin C, or you want to have like a multivitamin thing in there, or minerals. You've got those. They might have, some of them were bundled together for like your eyes. They had a bundle of nutritional things for your eyes, for your male issues, female issues, kind of like that. I can bring that back up over here. Let's see on that. Let me share my screen again. We'll take a quick peek. Share screen. If I could hook up my Healy, I could show it to you on that, but it is still. Okay, so what was it called again, Tammy? App modules?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to click on it. Usually they'll give you a description in here. Okay, so they don't print it off here, but they've got 72 specifically designed frequency programs for digital nutrition. And if I can get my thing working, so we can go back there and see if I can get it. So I'm going to share my screen on here.
So John, mine updated and is running now. So the update took a little bit, but not that long. Is yours still updating?
My operating system is finished now.
Okay.
So
Because the Healy one's pretty fast. But I didn't have to do that operating system. I just had to do an update. While we're talking about this, because that's a subscription one, but how many of you have played around with the Vital Substance one? Anybody?
I have no.
Okay, so Gail, and who else did I see? Anybody? Did I?
I'm new. I'm Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Hi.
Did you play with the Vital Substance at all?
No, I have not. I am still getting used to my Healy.
Okay.
And I'm a little confused because I've gotten a few different emails about updating, and I'm not sure about if I need to. I'm not using it for a business. I just use it for myself and my family right now.
perfect.
So is it vital that we do update them, and how do you go about doing it?
Well, so let me see if I got your question correctly. So you're wondering if your Healy's working, I think and it's all here. So like this, sometimes Julie, what we can do is we can help you out with little glitches, like you just saw me work through, and I've now solved it. So mine was
Okay.
just update the operating system, and I'm good to go. All right, we're good to go. Now I can actually run a scan. I can do a demo. So I'll start from the beginning here. So I've opened up my Blue Dot, right? So here's.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm over here on Blue Dot. I tap this. I'm now going to do a resonance scan, and we're going to go look into vital substances.
The reason I said that is because I'm new to that particular one a little bit too, but when it does have a lot of substances, some of it is amino acids, some of them are manganese. So it's kind of similar in some senses. So I was just thought maybe anyone else might have used it, or that we could share a little on that, because it's on the lines of the digital nutrition, except it's something they already have, or we already have. I have it too.
Okay, so let's see what's in there. So I'll go to vital substances, and what you can do.
I am able to connect.
You weren't, or you are?
I can connect.
Oh, good. Okay, good. So I'm
So
gonna.
John,
Yeah,
I'm just noticing you have vital substances too. I'm thinking I just have one, but maybe I just updated and so maybe the update brought a new one in. Let me just see that too.
does it say 76, Tammy?
I'm gonna look right
That
now.
mine does.
76?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the naming again, a
Yeah.
naming thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, it says 76, but it just calls it vital substances. It doesn't say 1 or 2. So,
yeah,
okay.
I don't understand that. But when I touch the little information mark, then I can see what all the items are in there under vital
Yep.
substances.
So what do you suggest? I mean, would you just muscle test to see what ones resonate the best for you and then tap on that one?
No. Good question. I go back here, I select
Yeah.
this database, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm going to go through and I'm going to do an analysis.
So
So
you
now
went
it's,
start analysis and then this here. Yeah.
yeah, so it's doing an analysis on my information field, and it's
Yeah.
determining what would be the best vital substances for John right now.
Okay, but you did choose the vital substances and then they ask, all right,
Yeah,
I'll do the same thing to see what it is.
I think
Mhm.
that's what Tammy was indicating. Like, when you come into these databases in the blue dot, there's a lot of very, powerful databases here. And, it might even be worth exploring. So like maybe this week, since Tammy brought it up, we all go through and we practice on vital substances. And if we can show up next week,
Yeah.
we report back what our experience has been. So in addition to running your programs, you go through here and you go like, well, I'm going to go run here. It says I need K1, sodium, B12. Somebody else want to pronounce that one for me? Icosapien tonic tannic
Yeah.
acid. Wow, that's a mouthful. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
look that one up and figure out what that is. And L-taurine. Okay, so
And your K1 is blood and your B12 does a lot of things, but stress is, depletes that or it helps, manage the body to manage stress. So those are, sodium is huge.
yeah.
So yeah.
Look, I'm starting to rise in my chair.
Mm.
So I don't know. Any of you guys go ahead, run one on yours. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna, as soon as this, heck, I'll just stop it right here. I'll go through and see what do we all need as a group. I'm gonna add tonight's Zoom call,
Oh, that's a good idea.
right? So I can come over here
Yeah.
and I click. I stop sharing for a second so I can take a picture of all of us, right? So you can do this for your
So
family,
get your cameras on, everyone.
right? Yeah. Everybody else could beam into the group. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna retake so I get everybody on there.
Hi, Dorothy.
Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna use this photo. Now I'm gonna come back to screen sharing. So this is really good too. It's a good practice where you go like, oh, I've got somebody remote. They're not with me. Well, I'm doing it right now. You guys aren't with me, and I'm doing a group. You can take a picture of the White House and go beam those folks. They look like they could use some frequencies.
Oh, yay.
So here I go. So it's record a vibration. So I come over here and I touch that. It's probably gonna tell me I need to reconnect my Healy again. No, it's still connected. Okay, so I'm gonna record a vibration. So I am thinking of the group, right? You guys can all think about it too. Okay, so now I go through, so I've recorded a vibration. This is the thing that signifies that you've successfully recorded a vibration. Think of it like a quantum phone number out there. So it now knows where we all are to go get a phone number. So now I'm going to give us a name. I'm going to come over here And it is Healy Zoom call. I probably should put it in the next line down. Let's go down there. Set a title. And then 30. I'm thinking of last week. Okay. Okay, there we go. Client has been saved. Okay, what is that? Okay, there we go. So I'm going to do a database selection. I've selected that. We're going to go vital substances for the group. Start analysis. I hold my hand on there. Well, that's interesting. It's taking a little longer. Do you notice how fast it went for just me?
Mine is still loading.
Is it?
Yeah, it says analyst completed, and then it says the analyst result is complied, and it's just spinning and spinning. I don't know, maybe my internet service is wonky tonight.
No,
Probably doing that update that mine was doing. So if that comes
Oh,
in,
is your
It's
wheel
probably-
spinning in the bottom right?
yep, yeah, everything's spinning.
Okay, if the wheel's spinning in the bottom right, this little guy right here, where's my thing? Right there. If this guy's spinning, then
Nope, he's not.
oh, okay. Well, then it should go fast. When this guy's spinning and you're trying to do a blue dot,
Yep,
that'll always slow it down. So there's a way that
okay.
I can show you something.
No,
It's
I
funny.
have, I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yep.
I'll show you, I can show you my phone. Can you see it?
Put it more in front of your face.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, but towards the computer closer.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah,
don't even know where my.
Yeah, a little bit
camera is
more
right
to
here.
yeah. Can you see yourself? Go to the left.
Okay,
More to the left. Okay. So and come down a little bit. So I'll just stop here for a second so we can all see it a little bit better.
oh, okay. Now I can see it. 'Cause I wouldn't,
Yeah. So what did it say?
the black dot has got a spinner and then underneath the words are spinning.
Yeah, I don't know. That might
So
be.
that's why I think it's my internet is not connecting or something.
When
My blue
if I get
dot's
something like that, Julie, I'll just quit. I'll quit the app and I'll restart over.
Okay, yeah,
And it
All
should
right.
go faster. That's a when you get something like that, quit and reboot.
okay.
So okay, I'm gonna go back to sharing the screen for a second because why is that taking so long? There we go. Okay, so here's what it came up for as a group. At 90%, we as a group need L-alanine. And then look at that big difference. That's kind of interesting. I wonder what that substance is.
I think it's a fatty acid. It's a essential fatty acid.
Okay, but well, you know what the heck? We're just going to treat us as a group. I'll give us a couple minutes. So we're all getting this goodness right now. And this is kind of cool because you can do this for your workplace. You can take a workplace if you're taking care of a work or you've got a family and you're doing it, or friends, or you're part of a group, a club. You're going to be visiting a conference. You can take a picture of the conference building, or these are
That's
all just
cool.
different ways of how you can use Healy to send frequency vibrations.
So L-alanine is a amino acid that is used in the biosynthesis of proteins. What else can I see? It can be created by the body, it should be created by the body, it's not for your diet.
Hmm.
Let's see. Anyway, that's,
All right, so it helps to synthesize protein. So who all had hamburgers or steak tonight?
I know.
I had a bison burger.
There you go. You're the one that rang it up on us.
It's my fault. Isn't bison better for you than hamburger?
Well, obviously,
Yes,
yeah.
I think so. It's just the body, it's still protein.
Okay, so this is vital substances, so we can all try this over the next week and just, you know,
I don't know. Mine won't, mine must be updating because it's still spinning and I can't even close it.
so it's even while it's spinning, do you know how to do a hard, you know, how to kill the app? Like on you're on a
I'm
Apple
on an
device?
Apple.
Okay, so
Yeah.
to do that, you take your finger at the what model?
The 12.
Okay, so you take your finger at the bottom of the screen, so like down here, Julie. So I
Yeah.
put my hand down here at the bottom and I drag it up. And what I do now is I get that kind of an effect. Do you see that when you do it on your,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yep.
And then what you do, I'm not going to kill the goodness because it's coming to us, but I just take these things over here and I flick them up, and that essentially kills the app.
Yeah, it should kill it. I know what you're saying.
So if you do that right now, if I do this on my Healy Advisor, it'll kill it. It'll turn it off. Watch. Okay. Now I come back.
Yeah, it did. It did shut it off.
Perfect. Now go through and restart it up.
Actually, you know what? The Healy machine shut down,
Yeah, it should do that
but
too.
my app is still running. I closed it out, I slid it up and out, and it's still running. Isn't that weird?
Well,
Huh,
that is
all
weird.
right, let me,
I've never had that happen, but I'm not saying it's not happening for you.
okay, wait a second. I think I got it now.
You gotta make sure it goes
Oh, I had
all
so
the way
many
to the
things.
top. See how I'm quitting? This is how you quit an app.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've done, and it worked. It worked.
Okay, good.
So how do I know if my Healy did update? Is there a way to find that out?
Sure. So I would come over here. So I go to the little gear wheel. Good question. I come over here to the gear wheel and I have info.
Cloud settings.
But I think
Okay.
the info, first of all, is going to tell me what
Oh,
version Healy
What
I'm on.
version you're on.
So Healy Analyze App Version Model is right here, 1.19.0.
Yeah, mine is, when I open up the little information wheel,
Yeah.
I have, a pretty basics. I have Switch Loud. Training. I don't have, oh yeah, I do have release notes. So just go to the info.
Go to the info.
Okay.
And what's yours say?
And it does say 19, it says 119.0 or 1.19.0.
Perfect. You've got the
Okay.
latest version. So now,
Okay,
while we're
good then.
here, for everybody, just to know, when I go to this gear wheel here,
Uh-huh.
where is it? Cloud settings. So
Yes.
over here, synchronization. Okay.
Yep.
If you don't want your Healy always synchronizing to the cloud, which is,
Yes.
I've turned mine off. So I don't
Okay.
have automatic syncs because I don't like it when it automatically syncs because it'll slow everything down. I can come in
good
here.
to know.
I can come in here and I can just tap it right here and I can do a full synchronization, which I'll start, right? And now it's going to make any kind of changes I've made to my database. But if I were doing this, an automatic sync kicked in, and you kind of see the gear wheel turning down here now.
Yeah,
So if you were back out here and you're going to go run an, analyze somebody, right? I'm going in here, but it has all these different little issues of now it's got to, again, it's going to go reconnect to my Healy.
I am getting a downloading translation right now. I'm at like 50%.
Yep. So that's what's happening.
Okay.
So if I run a
Okay.
scan right now, while this little gear wheel's going, they always take longer. So if you get frustrated with that,
Okay.
because sometimes it'll always check to give you an update, well, I
Well,
just
now
go
I
into
know where
here,
to go.
go to cloud settings, and these things here are these little tick buttons right here. So as
Yeah.
you see, mine, do you really want to change synchronization mode to automatic? Right? For me, I don't want to.
Yep. What do you really don't need it, do you?
Well, they'll be up every once in a while. They'll update the databases, or can back up your client information. If you're using your iPad and your iPhone, and you've added a client in one of those two devices,
Oh,
and then you go
okay.
to the other device and you don't see them there. Well, there wasn't an opportunity to sync for the cloud.
Okay.
So that would
I'm,
be it. If you're using on your two things, you go like, darn it, where's that list I ran for myself? I ran a scan, I ran that list, and it's like, where is that, Healy Zoom call list? If I were to
okay.
go to my phone
Yep.
right now, it wouldn't see it. Well, it would if I then went to my phone and did the automatic update.
Okay. Very good.
Somebody else?
So would it be, so for instance, just an example, you could leave it, your automatic sync off, and then maybe like once a week, turn it on and see if you have anything new comes updating?
Well, even better than that over there on info, Julie, right here. And that wasn't info, it's cloud settings. Right here, where it says right here, downloading lists right now for me,
Yep.
this said before I did that, it said, do you want to do a sync manual? So I touched
Okay.
that. So if you see, I touched that and now it's going through its process. And, they take a while sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I've never done any of this because I really wasn't aware of how to use it. I just I use it in the evening and sometimes in the morning.
Yeah.
I should play with it a lot more than I have been.
Yeah. But you'll learn more as you play with it more. That's kind of what
Okay.
happens with these things. And it's always good to ask questions because I don't know who it was. Somebody here just taught me something with it. And I go, oh, wow, that was pretty cool. I didn't know that. So that's why we have these calls here.
Hold on.
Because then we can all share. Go ahead.
Is there an updated version of like the like if you wanted to do a paper download for all the frequencies that you can use? Like I have one of these packets that I had gotten, but it doesn't have all of them on there.
Yeah. I've sent one out in the
let's see if
last couple of weeks that one of our users had typed up for us.
It's something, this is what a friend of mine had, actually was Kara,
Yeah. Kara should have a more
and it was able to,
Kara should have a more updated version. I mean, because we just put one out on the email. Have you been on the last couple of weeks' emails, Julie, or are you just really brand new right now?
I don't believe I'm on your email. Could I get on your email list? I'm not sure I'm getting it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll give you my email and send me an email, okay? Then I don't have to
Okay.
pull up the chat. So it's John Miser, JOHN MYSER
Yeah,
at
MYE,
MYSER
say that again. MYE.
MYSER
Yep,
at me, because it's all about me,
okay.
.com. least that's
Okay,
what
got
Tammy, at least that's what Tammy says to me all the time.
it.
I'm gonna add that too, because I don't get
Thank-
any emails from you, John, either.
Okay, yeah, do that. Send it to
Because
me.
I'm forwarding his email usually, and it's the Zoom email, right, John?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay,
But I can add those in there just to
Yeah.
try and help. You know, it's kind of, I don't have one of those super mail database things, but so I just keep adding it into the blind spot. But okay, so release notes, where else can you get release notes in your Healy? I'll show you that real quick because it is in there. They have some other stuff in there.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
So I click sharing. Why didn't it bring up the computer, iPad? So here I'm
So
back.
can I ask,
Yeah, go ahead.
so is there one particular frequency that you would recommend you send to your child that, an adult child that, you don't see eye to eye about what's happening in the world
Well,
that can help heal that?
are they open to using the Healy?
Yes, yes, she'd let me actually put her in my database.
Okay. Well, I think there's a couple of them. Is she close by or she's distant?
No, no, she's in distant Virginia. I'm in New Hampshire.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me show you this thing here first over here, and then we'll go to your question because I'm sure there's some other ideas here too.
Well, if anybody has an idea, that'd be great.
So you can go here and you can see this where there's a manual,
Yep,
right? So I can click on this and I can, it takes me to, so there's 29 pages here of the manual,
oh, okay,
right? And that's right in your Healy,
yep,
right? So you've got that.
yep,
Okay. So that's one way to go through and get the most current things that they have.
okay,
Okay. What else
Yep.
they have in there? Let me get out of here and I'll come back into Healy. Okay, why is it doing that? Please wait. Okay, I don't want to wait, so I'm rather reboot. I get impatient and I find this is just faster. See how fast that went? I could have waited.
yeah, much faster, yeah.
So then we go here. It's like, okay, so we went to the manual. There's training videos. So if you're brand new, this is good. It's going to take you out here and it'll show you the different videos, right? So they've got,
Okay.
download and create an account, save your master key, settings, creating clients. They're all short, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, introduction to the modules, aura analysis, Bach flowers. So that would be something you could broadcast to that daughter.
Okay. Yeah,
But there's other ones here too. I'll show you other ones in there, but that's definitely one. But that'll even tell you why you're broadcasting the Bach flowers to your daughter.
okay,
What else? So and then, well, those are the two big ones. And then in case if you need to go to the Healy website, they're creating a training academy now. And let's see how that's showing up.
that's just Healy World, right?
Right. Yeah, I'd have to log in. I'll let that one go for a minute, but you can log in here,
Okay,
in.
yeah, I am, all right, I could do that.
There's training in there. They've got training videos now that they're starting to populate. You can see it.
Okay,
So here's some other programs then that you can use for your daughter. And anybody else knows good programs for kind of stress issues with people? Type up or let somebody say what they have, because I'm going to show you creative homeopathy.
okay,
That one's good. The Australian bush flowers, that's really good. Let's see, let me tap here. Tammy, I mean, you guys have some good ideas on that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, on the coherence between a topic, I don't know, but I think like your jobs program is a lot on the stress and, just stress. And we all respond, differently for stress. So if we can lower that, sometimes
Right.
are
Okay.
open to listen, right? So jobs, the mental balance one is good. Creative homeopathy, psyche, those are the three. And then I really like the Bach flowers. So I think of those are my top ones for that type of thing, I guess.
Okay, thank you so much.
And those aren't the only, so that's me. John has, like I say, probably some suggestions too, so.
Yeah, no, those are good, Tammy. I like that.
On the well-being one, I haven't really used a lot because that's probably one of the newest ones, but I would assume that that would
Yes.
be a very good one.
Yeah, I haven't used that one very long either, and we only have that on the Pink Dot version for 90 days, of which, we're probably, a month into it, so maybe we only have 60 days left. It'll probably stay here on the Blue Dot, but I think Tammy is hitting the nail on the head there because these are programs to help create well-being, and they've done already a basic analysis on this. They did a blind study with a bunch of people when I was on a Time Waiver conference call here, which is the mothership of Healy. Marcus was talking about the study with these things here, and people self-reported. They ran these 3 programs for 2 weeks, and then they did another study to report their own well-being and how they were. And there was an upward shift on people's outlook on life and brightness and that kind of stuff. So that probably would be a good one for your daughter.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
When you-
John, go ahead.
I just want to know, when you run the programs for someone else, do you go back to the muscle test and see how long you should run it for? Or do you just choose a lower number, because you don't need high numbers usually, right?
Yeah, no,
Minutes,
yeah,
minute wise.
yeah. Well, ask Marsha. Marsha was she was actually taking care of a good friend of hers who was sick, and so she would run it. Go ahead, Marsha. Tell us. That this is on physical stuff, but I think there was also some emotional components.
Well, Julie's on here too.
Oh, got it. Sorry, Julie.
She's the one that I was running it on, but I don't know how to muscle test, but I just ran it based on what the analysis was. I
Okay,
did
very good.
the analysis and then I just did what was there, and I ran those
Okay,
out
very good.
during the day. So
She was wondering on the time, Marcia, was it 12? Did you do 12 minutes or?
you know what? I didn't know
Oh,
really.
yeah, we ramped up, didn't we?
So we started low
Oh,
because I started low with the 249, and then the next one I did 559, and then I think the first few days I did then the 1240, and I kind of
Okay.
shifted it. I mean, if I had known how to muscle test, I probably would have done it that way, but I still don't for sure know how you do that, but that's what I did for Julie, and she's on here, and it made a difference. So I don't know.
You can muscle test by just standing up and doing the sway test.
Yeah.
That one I found to be the easiest.
I was just taught that a couple days ago, but at that time I didn't know.
Sure.
I really didn't know that, but so that's what happened at that time with Julie, and so we just
Okay,
started low
thank-
because she hadn't received any frequencies first. So
Okay, very good. Like I said, I'm so new to all this too. And that you can't really hurt somebody by sending them too much, can you?
We haven't really. I think they can get exhausted, maybe, or tired.
Oh,
on that,
Okay,
But I haven't heard any contraindications
okay, very good.
on blue specifically. Yeah.
isn't that the only way you can send it to people is just blue?
Yeah,
Because when you use the pink, you're doing it on yourself with the wristbands, correct?
correct. But then there's
Okay.
people that have come across that go through because they're sort of like like they've done Reiki and they send energy to people at distance.
Yes, yes.
So they'll go through there and use their body as a surrogate and
Oh,
send that energy to their friend when they're running a single program.
oh, all right.
And they've
I could do
claimed
that.
that
I mean, I'm
works.
pretty connected. I'm
Yeah,
pretty connected to my daughter. I could do that.
yeah. So then you could probably run the straight coherence program under
Yep.
bioenergetic support.
All right, I'll try that one.
And you can muscle test it too. Like, how well is this working? Am I going
Yeah,
through?
I definitely will do the muscle testing on it.
And
Thank you
Tammy.
for all this information.
Yeah, no, it's good because we're all learning. Like Tammy's husband, got me involved, or some other folks like this using a little crystal, like over here where I go through. So it's sort of my version of muscle testing, right?
That's my version too.
And I'll just go through here and I'll go like, okay, so here I'm showing it to you. And I'll go say, show me a yes, right? So it's spinning there. Show me a no. Now it goes back and forth, right? I should get right in front of the camera so you can see that, right? So that's
Yep.
show me a no, show me a yes, right? Am I on a Zoom call tonight? Is Tim Lippert on the Zoom call with us? Is Tammy Lippert on the Zoom call with us? Right? So, isn't
Yeah.
it kind of amazing? So Tammy's husband isn't on the call with us, but Tammy's here. Right? I'm not doing that. So I'm just having fun with that. So thanks for letting me use you, Tammy. You can tell Timmy was on tonight.
John, Judy here. I have a question.
Sure.
Since the update, when I go into the blue dot and I start to run some cycles on people, I go into the vibration and I hit the minutes, and when I hit start, I get a blank screen for the most part. And I found that if I go up to the multiple arrows in the top right corner,
Yep.
if I hit that, then the Healy will start working. And I wondered if anybody had experienced that. It just seems to have all kinds of glitches now.
Yeah, well, since they've released this version, Judy, if you've got, if you go in there and you see what version you're on, if you're on that and you've got that 1.19.0, 1.19.0, there's some known glitches and they're working on it to resolve them.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just thought, I don't know. I thought, I dropped it on the floor and I thought, oh my God, did I break it?
No, I don't
But
think
it was right after they synced that whole new update, and it's just really messed it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? How about, does anybody have any, if I don't hear any, well, I'll just give you a second. Anybody have a question for any of us? So I'm going to remind you, tomorrow night, we have a Zoom call at 6:30. If you have anybody that's interested. So the link was at the bottom of the email. And then I'm just curious, does anybody have any kind of successes over the last week or 2 weeks, or something that they wanted to share or teach us what they've done on their journey with themselves?
I definitely see a difference in how I'm handling life.
Really?
It's been a lot of crazy energy coming through.
Mhm.
And it's definitely helped, along with my own rituals, to keep my feet planted pretty firmly on the ground.
Wow. What programs have you been running, Julie?
I pretty much I used the mental the other night. And let's see if I can go back to it so I can go to my list. Well, now I can't get to my list like crazy. It's being a little crazy tonight.
Yeah, sometimes we get craziness. I mean, hey,
I use the sleep program. And I've been using the bioenergetic revitalization. Is that the right one I'm saying?
okay,
That one, I think that's the one I've been using the most.
all right.
And I do, and I'm like a 20-minute runner. I usually run it like 20 minutes when I go to bed.
Uh-huh.
I find that's when I slow down enough. I haven't been using the pink dot as much though. A couple times a week maybe. And I usually run the gold.
Okay, good.
I actually will be honest, I didn't even, I think the gold seemed to be the one that I felt the most resonance with.
Oh, good, good.
So,
Nuno Nina, the creator of that, is doing, and if you go to Nuno Nina Academy on Facebook, or if you don't connect to me on Facebook, and I'll connect you there. So I'm John
Okay.
Walker on Facebook. But again, you had another presentation this morning. I mean, you got to get up at 6 o'clock, but they're recorded, so you don't have to get up at 6 o'clock. But if you're at 6 o'clock, you can maybe pump in a question, and they might answer your question on there. But
okay, I
he's
do
going-
see he
Yeah.
gets live on Facebook, right?
Yeah, so he's been doing some Facebook Lives where he's talking about his programs and how to go through and what his philosophy is on actually using these to create well-being, and very different than
Okay.
medical establishment thinking. So it's a good mind bender to listen to him.
Okay.
Well, if we don't have anything else, we can wrap this up, huh? Anybody? Feel
I'm good tonight. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for everybody showing up. Appreciate the support. I'll call
Thank
it a
you,
wrap
Jen.
then. All right, see you,
Grateful for
everybody.
the community.
Yep, you bet. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Tomorrow.